All right, let's get right into it. If you're managing a global supply chain, you know the daily tightrope walk between cost, speed, and risk. But what if I told you that the one thing most executives are laser focused on is actually their single biggest point of failure? We're going to break that down right now. And there's your answer. The single biggest mistake is chasing price above everything else. Look, this isn't just about a minor tweak in best practices. It's a fundamental shift in strategy. It's about moving away from that short-term, cost-cutting mindset and embracing a long-term strategy of creating value and, more importantly, managing risk. Let's dig into why this is so critical. First up, we've got to understand this trap that so many companies fall into. It's the siren song of the low price, the idea that the number on the invoice is the be-all and end-all. But in today's, let's be honest, incredibly volatile world, that kind of thinking isn't just outdated, it's downright dangerous for your business. This says it all, doesn't it? That tempting low unit price from a new supplier, it's often a Trojan horse. It looks great on the initial P&L, but it hides a whole army of costs that are going to ambush your bottom line later on. We're talking production delays, emergency air freight, you name it. And these aren't just little surcharges we're talking about. These are the catastrophic company-level risks. A compliance failure can get your entire shipment seized at the border. A single product recall can cost millions, absolutely shredding decades of brand loyalty overnight. These aren't just operational headaches. They are massive strategic threats that grow directly from chasing the lowest price tag without doing your homework on quality. So, how do you escape this trap? Well, it takes a new mandate. It means we have to start thinking about sourcing not as a tactical cost center, but as a strategic driver of value and resilience for the whole company. It's a change in perspective that, believe me, pays off big time. This chart just lays it out, plain and simple. On the left, you've got the old way, a fragile system just waiting to break under pressure. And on the right, that's the goal, a truly resilient supply chain that's built to last. Now, the key thing to get here is that a quality-first approach isn't really about spending more money. It's about investing in stability and predictability. You are actively managing your risk instead of just crossing your fingers and hoping it doesn't find you. Okay, this brings us to what is maybe the most powerful and yet the most overlooked tool in your entire strategic arsenal. And it has nothing to do with factories or container ships. It's about paper. Or, more accurately, proper, verifiable documentation. This is your shield.
We need to totally redefine what we mean by documentation. Come on, stop thinking about it as boring administrative work or bureaucratic red tape. Start seeing it for what it truly is. It's your insurance policy. It is the hard, verifiable proof that your supplier actually meets the quality, safety, and compliance standards you need them to. It's what saves you when something inevitably goes wrong.
I mean, this simple chart says it all, doesn't it? The single act of insisting on and then actually verifying proper documentation from your suppliers is one of the most effective risk reduction moves you can make. Period. It's the difference between gambling on an unverified partner and building your supply chain on a rock-solid foundation of proven quality. The cost of that verification? It is a drop in the bucket compared to the cost of a major failure. Now, when you successfully combine that quality-first mindset with a hardcore demand for documentation, something really cool happens. You reach this state of operational excellence, and that is what we call the export-ready advantage. Being export-ready, that's the gold standard. It means your stuff doesn't get stuck in customs for weeks. It means you fly through audits. It means your materials and products flow through the global system smoothly, predictably, because their quality and their compliance are completely beyond question, and crucially, it's all documented. And you know what the best part is? The path to get there isn't some crazy complex 5-year plan. It boils down to 2 fundamental decisions. It starts with that strategic choice we've been talking about, putting quality first. Then, you follow through with the tactical execution, demanding and verifying the paperwork. The result of those 2 relatively simple steps is this incredibly valuable export-ready status. And here's the payoff. Let's talk about the return on this investment. You're not just buying widgets anymore. You're buying certainty. And that certainty translates directly to a stronger bottom line. You get lower insurance and compliance costs, you get your products to customers faster, you protect your brand's reputation, and you can even open up new, highly regulated markets that your price-obsessed competitors can't even dream of touching. This isn't a cost center. This is a massive competitive advantage. So I'll just leave you with this one question to think about. In a world that's only getting more uncertain and more prone to disruption, what is your supply chain really built on? Is it built on the shifting sands of the lowest possible price? Or is it built on the bedrock of verifiable quality, designed to weather any storm that comes its way? The choice you make really defines